Oh, the cold weather is certainly helping set the stage for what should be a physical primetime contest at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They'll run with a second-round pick from April's draft. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they could be affected by the hometown crowd. Where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
They'll throw with May.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35.
So first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting
nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
To the air, May. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
11 more on that one and another 1st down. They talked with us about setting the tone early in this football game, and this opening drive has been a tone setter so far.
And how about the discipline on this drive as well? Everyone doing their job, everyone knitting it all together and creating that last explosive run to set up 1st and goal.
That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. One of the tight ends comes in motion. Touchdown! George Kittle, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Pats will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Real. 180! Hey, alert 33! Hey, alert 33! What's up?
Mayfield on play action.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He finds his man, complete. It's Sanchez. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
The Steelers at 10-4 on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
Kings! What's that?
Throwing, Mayfield. And his throw here's incomplete.
Trey McBride, the target on that throw.
And it's third down.
Well, you look at this Patriots defense.
And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
But Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
This defense for the Patriots, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll keep it on the ground. Norton. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
180! What's that?
Play fake. Mayfield. He's going to rifle on deep left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. 34 yards.
And the Steelers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Jack Fox,
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
New England with 1st down as they begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll send the tight end in motion. These two teams all tied after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. To throw, it's May. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Has his man, it's Shakir. Down the right sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Khalil Shakir, 68 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Borregales now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The score, Patriots 14, Steelers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this one's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
180!
Mayfield looks to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
For many people, that's not your standard play call in that 3rd down situation. But for so many offenses, they just want the ball in the hands of their playmakers in open space. And after he caught it, he did a nice job picking up the 1st down.
Mayfield now for 50.
Short one here, caught by McBride.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. They go play action. Mayfield. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
180! What's up?
Mayfield to throw it.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And down inside the 15 he goes. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Set. 180! Hey, alert 33. What's up?
Mayfield. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Set. What's up?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Real. Set. 180! Set.
Johnson is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Set. 180! Pistol. What's up?
Mayfield down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Now Mayfield. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Steelers take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 14.
Jack Fox set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
A carry here for Treon Henderson.
And he's up in it after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
From the gun, it's May. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, the offense, they'd really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker, partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Looking to throw. May. Shakir hauls it in.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On play action, May.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Steelers 39-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3. Here's May. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Henderson now on 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing here is May.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. They'll throw now on the final play.
May looking to run. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw, Mayfield. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
1st and goal, New England.
And they go play action with May.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Here goes throw. There goes set.
They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion.
They'll throw with May.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Montez Sweat, his 2nd sack of the night. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Here goes throw. There goes set.
From the shotgun, May with it. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Drake May.
14 yards.
And the Patriots are an extra point away from evening this one up. The extra point now for Borregales.
He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And some nifty running here as they'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Mayfield off the play fake.
Short one here, caught by McBride.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now a give, right side. It's Norton. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Run.
Here's Mayfield. He finds his man, complete. It's Sanchez. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Patriots 21. Jack Fox set to kick off.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Shifts by him.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This is 2nd and 8. To the air, May.
And that's going to be incomplete.
But that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, it's May. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
The Patriots send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
Returnable for Spencer.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away.
3rd quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10.
Throwing, Mayfield.
And the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Well, they matched their opponent's pick six from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psyche.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense about ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is second and 10.
Now back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
1 quarter remains here on Sunday Night Primetime.
We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
180! Pistol.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
It's Marte Mapu.
The 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Well,
that's 3 picks, 10-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season of
December.
giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
Here goes front.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Those phone windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance of the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there at all.
At the line to start their next drive. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Good. 180. Run, run, run. What's that?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll drop it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
180. Alert, 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 alert. Done.
Fake. Mayfield. Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot.
Hey, alert 30. 20. What's that?
Mayfield looks to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Good. Regular, regular, regular. Pistol, pistol, pistol.
On first down, Spencer. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Ball at the 18-yard line. Here's 2nd and 10.
Kings. Real. 180.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Now again, right side, Norton. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
If you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's 3rd down here.
180. What's up?
Now Mayfield.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Carlson able to put this one through. And we are all tied here in the final stages. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
May looking to run.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the 1st down with his legs instead.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. To throw, it's May. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Connects with Kittle underneath.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
A big play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1. Now May on the sneak.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here it is. 4th and inches. And that's complete.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left out about it. I'd use one right here.
First down, Patriots.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play.
Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go, throw.
Here's a give up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. One last shot from Mayfield here.
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Patriots, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll head back home next week to take on